Hi guys, so welcome to today's class here on James Green's group. So my name is John. I'll be your teacher for tonight. So this is my first stream for James Green's classroom, and I just wanted to say hi to the first few people who joined in. We have here Ali, Alisa from the Philippines, Sarah, Marcus. Hi guys, so you're the first few people who just joined into tonight's class. And for tonight's topic, we actually have an interesting one. I hope you find it interesting as well. So tonight's topic is about countryside living. I'm going to share my I'm going to try to share my screen. Just give me a few moments here. Okay, let me just share my screen here.
Bye.
Hello.
Wait. There seems to be some issue on my screen sharing. Guys, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, we
Hello.
can.
Yes.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Good morning,
Okay,
everyone.
so-
And John, Nelly, Ali.
Hi, Marcus. Thanks for
Greeting from Peru.
So for today's topic, we'll be talking about living in the countryside. So this is the Sunday evening here on my side. So let's do a topic which is, somewhat relaxing for everyone because it's a Sunday, right? So everybody's relaxing, and let's add more to, I guess, to that relaxation at this hour. So living in the countryside. So guys, as the term here implies, it's essentially what does countryside, that's our first question here. What is countryside living? Does anybody want to maybe explain briefly what is countryside living? Anyone from the participants here? Oh, someone is raising her hand. Sarah, can you tell us briefly what countryside living is?
Yeah, hello everyone.
Where are you from, Sarah?
Right, so I'm from Sudan. I live in
Do you live in the countryside?
yeah,
Sarah,
countryside, no. The
Okay.
capital of Sudan, Khartoum.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
it
you
is
do live in a
town.
countryside. You do live in a countryside.
Not in the city.
Oh, you live in the city. Okay. So can you tell us
Yes.
briefly what is countryside living?
I
It's
think it is a
self-explanatory,
small.
right?
Yes, it is a small living that having small houses, building, and
Right.
having the agriculture, and
Right.
yeah, it is really simple and good living.
Right, right.
And having cows and animals, something like that.
Yeah, it's exactly what you just described. So it's the exact opposite of city living, right? So
Yes,
it's an agricultural type of living, just a few houses usually, and then most of the time, like farmlands everywhere.
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for briefly explaining to us about
You are welcome.
the countryside living. Okay, so
All
let's
right.
go to some of okay, so what are some of the advantages of countryside living?
Can I?
Who's raising? Can you? Who's raising his
Hello.
hand? Afda. Afda. Okay, you're raising your hand. Sarah, can you please lower your hand now? Okay, Afda.
Yeah.
What are? Okay, can
Yes,
you
sir.
tell us where you are from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Oh, someone from the Asian time zone here. So we have the same time zone, right? It's also 8 in the evening there, or maybe not.
Yeah, I see. If you don't mind, where are you from, sir?
I'm from the Philippines.
Okay, great.
So yeah, it's great for you to join us tonight. So can you tell us what are the advantages of countryside living? Maybe you can just give us one advantages, or it's up to you
Hmm.
to maybe list down some of the advantages of countryside living.
Okay. From my side, because I actually live in countryside, I think the advantages is like it's still how to say, like it's still green, away from the pollutions in here,
Right,
countryside,
right, good.
away from traffic jam too.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
No traffic at all, right? Because usually people just walk, right? Or maybe they use some form of transportation, right? Like bicycle, or maybe just some motorcycle.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
so would you like to add anything any more to that?
Me, Marcos.
Okay, Marcus. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What is the advantage? What are the advantage of countryside living?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Firstly, I want to say we have a lot of advantage, but I want to add, for example, if we want to extract, right? Extract, we can, when we live in countryside, we can, we can relax. We feel, we feel relaxed. Or for example,
Right.
it's the reason that we can
That's
live in the countryside.
Yeah, I agree. That's actually one of the great reasons for
Yeah.
living in the
Yeah,
countryside.
we can have contact with the nature, with the nature.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, we can have
Okay.
maybe a meditation. Okay, thank you very much.
Right, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, thank you so much for that thoughts, Marcus. So a few more people are raising their hands here. So I saw Alisa raising her hand first. So Alisa, would you like to add to Marcus's answer?
Yes. So if you're in the countryside, you're likely to have organic produce. I mean, you can grow your own garden when you live in the city, but most of the time it would be more advantageous if you live in the countryside because of the rich soil there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, more like more real estate, right? For farming. Well, thank you, Alisa, for expounding on the question there. So let's I saw is it MD Tariq or Rania who raised their hand first? So let's just go with Rania.
So Tariq,
Tariq, okay, Tariq then.
so I'm from India, and
Welcome, welcome. How is it over there in India?
yes, sir.
How is it over there in India? I hope it's all going well for you there.
Yeah, I think your topic is what is the countryside living.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
just anyway. So can you expound on the question here, on your answer here? What are the advantages of countryside living?
Yeah. So I'm from India. India is a very large and very populated country, and it's India is called agriculture.
Tariq, your voice is quite low. Can you please speak a little louder, please?
Okay, sir. So I'm saying I'm from India, and India is a very large country,
Right.
and it's a main important. India is agriculture country, and most I think 52% population depends on agriculture in here. So I
Mhm.
think he's a very greenish country, and it is a very fast growing country right now. And main advantage that this is a very peaceful country. Day by day, it's a very growing. It is very growing day by day, and
Right. Mhm.
and here is a more manpower, and
Right.
there is a lots of companies, there is a lots of lands, lots of uh, means according to me, it's a very good country for living in a human being.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank
what
you so
are
much.
okay,
You wanted to
thank you.
okay. You wanted to add something more to that?
Disadvantage.
Okay, then. Thank you so much for your explanation there,
Okay,
Tariq.
thank
So,
you. Welcome, sir.
Rania, you were raising your hand. It's your turn now. Would you like to?
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Okay. Can you tell us where you're from, Rania?
Well, I'm from Egypt.
Oh, wow. All the way from Egypt. Welcome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
would you like to add to Tariq's answer there to the advantages of countryside living?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As I'm living in the city, we have crowded this roads and this noise and pollution and all this stuff. I would love
Mhm.
to live in the countryside because the most important thing to me is the fresh air actually, and the grains and the
Exactly.
sun. Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
to breathe the fresh air.
right, right.
Yeah, of course, it also helps you to feel relaxed, this nature, and
Right.
maybe
It's
do
so
some meditation.
right.
Mhm,
Lots of things to do actually if you're living in the countryside.
yeah,
Okay, so
right.
would you like to add more to that?
No, thank you so much for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, Rania. Okay, it's Ria's turn now. Ria,
Hello, this is
hi,
Ria from India.
hi, welcome.
Hello,
So,
I'm from India.
what would you like to add to the advantages of countryside living?
I think I think many. First of all, I would like to start in this way that everything has a advantage and disadvantage part. So. In countryside we get the advantages like the fresh air, because when the people in the city this air of the city is not fresh, polluted air, and the fresh
Okay.
fruits we get from countryside, and many fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, like that. So that's it. I think these are also the advantage of countryside living.
Right, right. We get fresh produce, right? Like every day.
Yes,
We can just grow our own food and, harvest whenever we like to harvest our food, right?
yes.
Okay, thank you so much then
Thank you.
for participating. So,
Thank you.
guys, let's go to the disadvantages of countryside living. Does anybody want to start?
Can I?
Okay then. It's Ria, right? Still Ria?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Continue.
today's generation, the internet is faster and more faster and more most faster in this generation. But I think it may be, I don't sure about that, but I think in countryside there sometimes the people of countryside facing the problem of network connection, I think. But almost in our India or the surrounding countries, I see these problems, but very very little.
Right, right. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for expounding on
Okay,
the
okay. Thank you.
connection issues. I'm actually living in the countryside, so sometimes, especially when there are storms, like when the monsoon season comes, it can get problematic for our connection. So that's probably one of the disadvantages if you're living in
Yes.
the country, right? Internet like connectivity problems. As compared to the city, right? Which is almost like every, like 24/7 connectivity. Well, thank you so much, Ria, for continuing on the disadvantages of countryside living.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. Would anyone else want to add to the disadvantages of countryside living?
Alyssa from the Philippines.
Hello.
Alisa, okay, go on then.
Okay, not all living in the countryside have its own advantages. There are also disadvantages, like there's inconvenience when accessing hospitals and convenience
Right.
stores. Yeah,
Mhm.
in case of emergency, it will be quite difficult to. Of course, there are clinics. There are clinics, but it's quite difficult when you want to go to a hospital, especially if there are an emergency.
Right. Great. Yeah. That could be a problem indeed if you're living in the countryside. There's not many amenities, especially in times of emergencies. Like what you said, hospitals can be somewhat, lacking, like facilities with regards to healthcare. So that can be quite a challenge for living in the countryside. Okay, thank you so much, Alisa, for again giving your thoughts there. So another one is raising your hand here. Renia, would you like to add to that?
Can I?
Yes.
Renia? Okay, it's Renia's, yeah. Guys, if you want to participate, kindly raise your hand, okay? Okay, so it's Renia's turn now. Would you care to give us your thoughts there on the disadvantages of
Yes.
countryside living? Okay, go. The
Mhm.
stage is yours.
Well, okay. Well, for me as a woman and addicted to shopping, I guess in countryside there is a lack of shops there.
Right, right,
So
right, exactly.
yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to live there without shopping, you know?
You like shopping, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Of
most
course,
people
there,
from the
there, there
city
aren't.
like to shop. Mhm.
Yeah, there aren't many shops there, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be difficult for me. Thank you.
Mhm. Well, just maybe something to add to that. You were talking about shopping. I'm living in the countryside, right? But it's not like this, like the picture shown here, guys. So it's more of like a semi-countryside type of living. So we have some, it's not exactly a city, maybe like a semi-rural, semi-urban type of place we've got here. So, and there's a lot of online shopping going on around. So it's quite convenient now for us, unlike before, where online shopping it's a no-no. But it's quite convenient for us now, especially when the pandemic hit. So everything went online. So yeah, online shops keep, popping here and there. So yeah, that's just my take on what the state of countryside living is here on my area. So few more people here. Actually, there's 5 of you raising your hands here. So Mark, would you like
everyone.
to? Hello, Mark. Where are you from, Mark?
Born from Brazil.
Oh, from Brazil. So would you like to add to that?
Yes. About disadvantage to live in the outside. To be honest,
Mark,
I don't live in the
Mark,
outside.
your voice is quite low. Would you please speak louder,
Okay, I'm going to
please?
change here. Is it better? Is it better
Yeah,
now?
I think it's better now. Go on. You were saying?
I don't live in a outside. I live in a city, the capital
Okay.
of the state. But my wife was born in the outside. I was there, and I have to consider that, for example, about the place to have fun. In the outside, there's no many place to have fun. There's no cinema. There's no mall. There's no place to. There are some places to go, but in the city there are many places to go. Restaurants. There are many places to go in the city that in the outside there is so much. And about really about the hospital, about the health, it's not easy to have a place to go to the doctor. You have to go to a big city, a metropolitan city, to go to the hospital. If you have a serious problem with health, you don't have to be kind of to go to the doctor there, and it's very hard. And also about jobs. There's no many jobs there. If you work for the,
That
you
could
work
be.
for the,
Yeah. I agree.
if you work for the state or for the mayor, or I mean the have to work for to be work for the state. But if you work in the agriculture, it's kind of thing. There's no many jobs there to stay there. If the person is retired, that's okay. Is retired, it's good. But if you need to work in the outside, there are many places to work. But I have to consider that they are the disadvantages to live there. That's it from my side. Thank you very much.
Okay, so is that all your thoughts on the disadvantages of countryside living?
Sorry?
Are those your thoughts? Would you like to add more to those disadvantages?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, John. Sorry, is healthier? What is healthier?
Okay, I'm gonna finish first the third question. Okay, later, Marcus. Okay.
Can I add something?
Okay, Ria, it's your turn now.
Yes. The disadvantage, like the students who are in countryside living, so they maybe most of the time face this type of problems, like the school and the college, because though the school and the college are in the countryside, but maybe they're not nearby their locations. So I think it is.
Sometimes school can be quite far. Yeah.
Yes. So I think students face this type of problem who lives in the countryside, because the colleges and the school is not near about their location, near about their house.
Right. Exactly. Okay, would you like to add more to that, Ria?
No, it's okay. But all many friends said now the disadvantage of countryside living is all are correct. So I think that's all. That's okay for this disadvantage.
Okay then. Thank you, Ria.
Welcome.
Okay. A few more people are raising their hands here. Ali, you're raising your hand.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Right.
where are you from, Ali?
I'm from Afghanistan, but I have been living in Indonesia.
Oh, wow. So good evening then. So welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. So can you give us your thoughts on the disadvantages of countryside living?
Okay, thank you so much. What are the disadvantages of countryside living? Now, the disadvantage in
Mhm.
countryside is sometimes we need some material. We cannot prepare that in the countryside because in the
What was-
there something is limited.
What was that again?
In the countryside?
What was that again, Ali? What were you saying?
Okay, in the countryside, if
Mhm.
if we need material for home or for daily routine, we
Right.
cannot find it in the countryside.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
must come in the center to find
Right.
that material we need, and sometimes
Right.
we get some problems. It is take time to arrive in the center in the city to solve our problems. As
Right.
it is two
Usually it
things I
takes about a
mentioned it.
few
That is
hours. Mhm.
yes. Two things I mentioned it. That is the disadvantage of living in the countryside. Thank you so much.
Okay then. Thank you. Thank you, Ali. So I see here Lihon Kappa. Did I say your name right?
Yes, sir. Oh, okay.
Hi, where?
I'm
Where are you?
Lehon. Actually, how do
Where are
I
you from,
pronounce my name? Lehon.
Where are you from, Lehon?
Yes, and I'm from Indonesia.
Another one from Indonesia.
Okay.
Welcome. So can you
Yes,
give us
thank you.
your thoughts there on the disadvantages of countryside living?
Okay, sure. Yeah, this is the first time I'm joining with your class, so I love to join your class. Yeah, I wanna
Thank
give
you.
my experience. Yeah, actually, I'm from village, so
Oh,
and
you're
right
from the
now I'm
countryside.
living. Yes, I'm living in the city because
Mhm.
my parents are in the village right now or countryside. I wanna give my
Right.
experience in my mind.
Great. That's
Living in the
great.
country, yes, living in the countryside, it is very nice. Less pollution and good,
Definitely.
yes, and good. United one each other, all work team together, and it is very safe to stay in the village than in the city,
Yeah,
and also.
relatively safer. Mhm.
Yes, and also in the village, the society is easy to have one each other, even they don't know. But
Right, right.
yeah, but in the village, for a student, it is difficult to find a good school, and it is difficult also to find maybe some hospital or some. If we want to buy the most important thing, it means that we have to go to the city. And in the village, the disadvantage also, it is the internet is not really good. So in the village only spend time maybe maybe only for people who are going to stay there are enjoy the nature. That's about in
Right.
my mind. So yeah, so in the city it is easy for us to go to the hospital if there is something wrong with us, and
Mhm.
it is easy for us to find the good school, and the
Right.
internet is good, the connection, and also in the city it is easy to go for any place with good transportation.
Right.
But
It's
the
easier to get
pollution
around.
is
Mhm.
very bad. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Right.
in my
Okay.
mind. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much there for Lihan for sharing your thoughts on the disadvantages. I see two more hands being raised here. Ria, you're raising your hand again, and Ali. Are you guys raising your hand again?
No, actually, it's a problem.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Can you please lower down your hand if you're...
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now we're done with the third question there. Let's go with the fourth one. This is an interesting... Okay. Two actually raised their hands here. Ali, are you raising your hand?
Yes.
Okay. So is it healthier to live in the countryside?
Yes, it is healthier than the city, because in the countryside, the weather is so good and we live healthy, because the audible we use for our food, that is so fresh, and the food also so healthy in the countryside. That's why I prefer to live in the countryside. It's healthier than the city. If we live in the countryside, we can prepare the audible for our food from farm directly. This is so healthy than we buy from city. And also,
right.
It has so good weather in countryside. We can live healthy and longer because we smell so nice weather and fresh weather. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ali just took us to maybe to an interesting experience in the countryside, like fresh air and just generally healthy living. A few more hands being raised here. Vihan, you're raising your hand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Is it healthier to live in the countryside? Yes, in my mind, it is healthier to live in countryside than in the city, because the weather, it is very fresh, and also about the food, it is very original than in the city. If in the city we only eat maybe junk food or fast food. That's in my mind. So it is for living, it is better to live in the countryside than in the city, especially for the food. Thank you, teacher.
Especially for the food. Lots of healthy food here on the countryside, right? Okay, thank you, Lihan. Another one is raising her hand here. Ria, you raising your hand?
Yes.
Okay. Is it
I would
healthier
like
to live in the countryside?
obviously, because when your mind is happy, then you feel happy in your body.
Right.
I
agree.
I think if I get a chance to spend some days in countryside, I really very excited, because there in countryside the air is the fresh airs, and in the morning you can hear the cacophony sound of hens, the chirping of birds, and the quacking of ducks, and the fresh air near the river bank or the plow, the everything is beautiful, and the beauty is really what I say, it's not other than that, because the countryside has always its beauty, I think. And I live in city, so I always excited if I spend some time in countryside. That's it.
But have you been to like a few times to the countryside in your life?
No.
So you always have lived in the city? You've never been like
born.
Oh.
Yes, I am born and brought up in city. So my forebears was in countryside, but
my father and
Mm.
my family shifted in city. So yeah,
Mm.
sometimes it feels happy in city, but the mm, what I say, meanwhile I feel really very disheartened. uh, the city has the another beautification, and the
Mhm.
countryside also has the another beautification, so they are
Right.
not equal.
Right. They're beautiful in a totally different totally different
Yes,
ways.
yes,
Mm.
yes,
Well, I hope you get to spend some time in the countryside soon.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you as well. Oh, Sarah from Sudan is raising her hand here. Would you like to add to your thoughts on, is it healthier to live in the countryside? Your audio is breaking up, Sarah. Maybe try to find a good spot where your internet is good, so you won't break. Okay, Ali, are you raising your hand?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, are there two Alis here?
Yeah, we're two here, but this is my first time in Zoom meeting.
Okay. Okay then. What is your take on this? Is it healthier to live in the countryside?
Yeah, currently I'm living countryside, and you know,
Nice. Where are
I'm
you
in
from again?
country.
Where are you from again, Ali?
I'm from Pakistan.
From Pakistan. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're living in the countryside there in Pakistan. So would you like
Yes.
to add to the answers already given about the
Yeah.
healthier living?
I want to share something with you. You know, country people are very friendly. If you go
Mhm.
to cities, so their people are not friendly like countryside people.
Mhm.
And we have a lot of birds in the countryside. You know, they're singing and especially in the
Right.
morning. So, yeah, in the
Right.
morning time, and I can copy some bird song as well. I learned from some
Nice.
birds.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to add more to that?
I can, because this is my first time and I feel shy.
Okay. Okay. Take a moment to like get used to the Zoom lessons here, to the Zoom classes.
Yeah,
Well,
I will be listening here.
okay. Anyway, thank you for participating, even if this is your first time joining in the classes here. Okay.
It is my pleasure.
Okay. Thank you so much. So,
Jones,
who's
I have
talking?
a question.
Who's
Ria,
talking?
this is
Ria.
Ria.
Ria. Okay.
Yes,
Ria, what is your
yes,
question?
yes. Is this your fixed day to taking the class?
No, it's not my first day. It's actually my third
No,
class here, but
Jones, I said, is this
sorry.
your fixed day to taking the class?
Come again, fixed day?
Fix. I mean, usually you take the class in Sunday.
Right now, I took the class on Sunday because it's the open slot. Okay, but I might change, but I might do Sunday classes from this. I mean, in the future. I hope I get to do Sunday classes. Well, thank you so much for asking, Ria. I hope you're enjoying the class today.
Yes, obviously.
I see here another one raising his hand. Ali, are you still raising your hand? You just forgot to lower your hand. Maybe he just forgot to lower his hand there. So we've got a few more questions here, guys. So a few of you here actually have lived in the countryside, right? So for those of you who have lived in the countryside, what do you miss the most about countryside living? What do you miss the most? Hello? You still there, guys? What do you miss the most?
Yes, thank you. I'm Lehon again.
Okay,
I just want to
Lehon.
practice. Yes, I want to practice my English, so I have to speak much. I'm sorry, teacher.
Yeah. Okay, the
Yeah,
floor is
what
all
do-
yours. The floor is all yours, Lehon.
Thank you. What do you miss the most in the countryside? Yes, I really miss about the food. It is different with our
Right.
city. Yes,
Right.
because in the countryside they cook with wood, but in the city they cook with gas stove. So the taste is really different. So I love about the food. I love about the weather,
The
and
weather, right. Food and
yes,
weather.
there are so many things that I really love in countryside than in the city. In the countryside, it is the situation is calm down, and in the city it's so crowded. So
Right.
I love
Mhm.
that. Yes,
Mhm.
thank you,
So-
teacher.
Thank you. So let me just summarize what you said there. So the two things that you miss the most is the weather and the food, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Thank you so much for participating on that one.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you as well. So would anyone else want to add to Lehon's answer aside from the food, or maybe it's up to you if you also, yeah. Just give us your thoughts on what do you miss the most for those of you who have actually lived in the countryside, who might be living in the city now. What do you miss the most about countryside living? Okay, we've run out of people here raising their hands. So actually, I actually lived in the city for like 5 years when I was studying. So I definitely, during those times, I actually missed the food as well and the weather, right? Because the weather here is definitely better than city, because in city living could be quite, it can be quite humid sometimes. So I missed definitely the weather and the food when I used to live in the city as well. So we've got a few more people here. I haven't seen them raise their hands yet. We've got here Nailu and Yulti. Would you guys, is this your first time like joining a class here on James Green's group? Would you like to participate on tonight's session? Okay, they don't seem to want that. Okay. Let's
Excuse me, teacher.
Okay.
Excuse me. I have a little bit experience, teacher, because I'm living in the city now. So when I
Right.
come back to my countryside, some people come to my house and then they said that they really want to come to the city, but actually as I myself, I really want to stay in the village. So in my village, they think that if people come to city, they thought that the people in the city all are success, but actually no. it is opinion in my country, teacher, in my countryside, I mean.
Yeah, so they expect for people to be successful when they get out of the countryside. Is that what you were telling us?
Yeah. It is really different
Okay.
about the about the view. in my countryside, they think that people in the city all is success, but actually
yeah.
no, it is the point of
Mhm.
view in my countryside.
Right. Well, a lot of people actually, if you live in the countryside, the usual trend is when they finish high school, they
Mm-hmm.
usually go to the city, to look for a job or maybe to study, to do further studies. And usually most actually fare quite well when they go to the city, but it's not actually the case like every time, as you said. It's not always the case. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Oh,
As I
mhm.
myself, yeah, already maybe 20 years that I am far from my family. I come to city and I leave my family in the countryside. Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
really miss. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much again, Lihan, for participating. Okay.
Sure, teacher.
So some of you here actually lives in the city, right? And some of you lives in the countryside. So given the chance to choose, because some people might definitely want to have the city lifestyle and others would want the countryside lifestyle. But let's just ask you guys your take on this. Would you prefer countryside or city life living, given all the advantages and disadvantages that we've talked about tonight?
Sorry, can I?
Who's talking? Can you please
Ali.
raise your hand? Ali? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go on then, Ali.
Yes. Sorry, I have forgotten your question. Could you
The
repeat again?
question was, would you prefer city living or countryside living?
Actually, I prefer to live in the city because
Okay.
we can find everything we need for our daily routine. We can find so easily, but
Right.
we can go to healthcare and whether everything is stored, everything we can find so near. But in countryside, it is little bit hard to find some material we need.
Right.
And also for education, we find so many different courses for language or for other computer class. We can find in the city so easy for our children, for our brother and sister. In the countryside, we cannot find. And the other thing, the children, those who grow up in the city, they are so smart. They are, I think, know everything about the technology and live in the city. They know more. But as I experience it, I live in the countryside. When I come in the city, I am so different with children, those who were born in the city. They are know everything about computer, about everything, about technology. They know, but I didn't know because in the countryside is limit for everything. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Ali, for giving your thoughts about whether you prefer city or countryside living. So you do prefer city living. Okay, so it's Ria's turn now. You raising your hand, Ria?
Yes. Okay, I think I always prefer to live in city because because it is easier to get the essentials uh, in city than the village or countryside. But I also add something like the school, college, and everything. It is easier to get in city, and now our generation is now going to in online shopping, etc. This all this
Right.
type. So it is more. It is easier, but yes,
Lots of
I
conveniences, right?
but I obviously I can say that the simplicity of the village is definitely has a different stage
Right.
than
So
the
it
city.
appeals to you. It appeals to you, the simplicity of countryside living. That
Yes,
appeals
yes.
to you.
Actually,
Okay.
we are the city people, and we are used to in show off. But I see that the countryside people, they don't used to this type of show off. They are very casual, and they're good at heart. So I really like this type of behavior.
Okay. Would you like to add more to that, Ria?
No, no,
Okay.
that's
Thank
all.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Okay. Mark seems
Thank
to
you.
be raising his hand here. Mark, are you raising your hand?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's your
I
turn.
mean, about
Okay.
to decide if I
Would
to live
yeah,
in.
would you like to would you prefer city living or countryside living?
Right now, I prefer to live in a city because for my whole life, I'm living in the city. I'm used to in the city. But I know that in the city there are so many violence. You are the people, for example, the people are always busy all the time, working many situations to solve. It's a hard life in the city. That's true because there are many things to do. The outside is a tranquility place to live. But for me, that I'm used to, I prefer to stay to live in the city. But in the future, perhaps in the future, when I'll be retired, perhaps I'm going to live in the outside to the rest of my life when I'll be older. Perhaps yes. But right now, I'm used to live here in the city. That's even if I know that is more difficult, but yeah, to be used to live here for me, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. This moment right now, I prefer to stay to I'd rather to live in the city than to live in the outside. That's it. Thank you.
At the moment. Okay. Maybe in the future you have a plan to live in the countryside as well. Okay. Thank you so much, Mark,
Thank
for
you.
sharing your
Thank you.
thoughts there. Vihan, you're raising your hand again.
Yes, teacher. Okay.
Vihan,
Which one do you prefer? Yes.
would you like to give the floor to someone else? Bubak, who's still, I
Oh,
think
okay.
would that be all right?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Bubak, did I say your name right? Bubak?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you from, Bubak?
So I'm from Niger.
You're from what?
Niger,
Where is that? Can you type that?
Niger, West Africa.
Oh, okay. I don't know so much about Africa. I have to apologize for that. Anyway, would you like to give your thoughts there on whether you prefer city living or countryside living?
Yeah, I wanna give my thoughts here because I feel like I prefer more countryside than city because I feel like the countryside more calm and we don't have
More
a lot
calm.
of background noise like
Right.
and
I agree. I like that too.
yeah, and I think it's better secure that in the city,
What's that? What's the last phrase?
I think it's more secure than
Oh.
in the city.
Right, right. It's relatively
Yeah.
safer here. Right.
Yeah, because I used to go in my village and I really enjoy my trip when I was in the village than in the city.
Right, right.
Yeah, we take a great rest there, and it was really amazing, you know.
Mhm. So you're living in the countryside now? Or
Yeah, I live in the city now.
oh, you live in the city now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Bubak, for participating there. Does anyone else would like to maybe add to that?
Okay, thank you very much for giving the opportunity to
Okay,
share.
okay,
Anyone else?
okay. Anyone else would like to add to Bubak's answer? I see here a fellow teacher, actually, Miss Marianne. Hi, teacher. Thanks for joining in. Few more people who just joined in, actually. Unfortunately, we're
Hello.
about to hit our 1 hour mark here. So it has been a rather interesting conversation we had tonight, guys. I hope you had a great time for tonight's class about countryside living. I hope I get to help you practice your English. That's what we're here for, right? To help you talk more, get more comfortable in the language. So I hope it all went well for you guys. And I would like to thank you all again for taking the time to join tonight's class. And I think I'm going to give the floor to the next teacher.
Hi, John. This is
Uh-huh.
Munmi. Yeah, can
Hi,
you please?
Munmi.
Yeah, I'll be hosting the next session.
So would you like
Yeah.
to
Can you make?
take over
Yes.
now?
Yeah, it's almost time. 2 minutes left.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Okay, I'm going to give the floor to the next teacher, to Moonmi here. Okay, thank you so much again for joining in tonight's class.
John,
okay, the floor is all you.
Yeah, can you make me host, or will you will be here for this hour? Or
I
you can
might-
make me host. You can make me host.
Okay, let me just. Okay, I'm wait just a few minutes here. Okay, I made you the
Anyone?
host now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Anyone wants to be co-host?
Miss Mary Ann is here. Miss Mary Ann, would you like to co-host Moonmi's class?
Hi, good evening and good afternoon there. Excuse me. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
It's fine.
I'm making you co-host.
Yes,
I'm not.
thank you.
I'm not teaching here. This is a student space. I'm just
Okay.
going to
Okay.
host it.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
forgot
going to
about
host
that.
it.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
student space, right? And after this
Yeah.
would be the teachers' meeting in about an hour.
Yes.
So yeah, enjoy your space
So,
here, the students here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. So, hello everyone.
Hi,
This
good
is
evening.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Moonmi. This is Ria.
Yes, it will be good if you turn on your camera, if you are comfortable in turning your camera, because I can't see, and you know it's a disconnection when we talk. If if you're comfortable in turning on your camera. So this is Munmi from India, and I will be hosting this hour, 13 UTC for 1 hour. And as we don't have teacher here, so this is a students space where we can meet together and talk about things we want to, any discussion we can do freely. And how we work here is that if anyone is new here for the first time, I would like to inform that here we propose a topic, or learners can bring out topic and we agree to on a discussion. Then the person speaks, and when the next person wants to speak, the person has to summarize the first one for checking their understanding. And if it is correct, then the floor goes to the next person and the next person can speak. That's how we work here. So the floor is yours now. What would you like to talk? Do you have anything in your mind to discuss? Anything you want to discuss? You can bring out here.
Me, this is Riya from
Hi,
India.
Riya.
Actually, our previous host, I like the way of discussion because he showed the screen and give some questions to answer.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
can we get the same thing if all are agree?
But there is no teacher where that particular class was taught by a teacher, John. And this space we do not have at this time. We do not have any teacher. Usually this at this hour, head teacher James used to teach, but he is not here to teach now. He will be joining from tomorrow. So we are just gathering here just for a discussion without any teacher. So there is there is no teaching here. We are just discussing. Open discussion.
If you have some topic, then we will start.
Okay, I have some topics. In fact, if you like to agree to discuss. Okay, then I'm going to propose a few topics, and then whatever you feel like, I mean, what is your, on which topic you want to talk, you can start with, right? Okay. So should I give the topics?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So my first topic is that friendship and frenemy. Frenemy. You must, if you attended yesterday's this session, you must have heard about frenemy. Means frenemy is a new word. Friend plus enemy means those pretend to be as friend, but actually not friend. So I want to discuss about friendship and frenemy. Do you have what are the criteria on which you make friendship, or what opinions you hold about friendship and frenemy, or do you have frenemy in your life? So this is my first topic. Next topic is that sex and health. What do you think? Is sex is important for a healthy, I mean, to be physically and mentally healthy? Is sex is important in our life? What is your opinion? And another topic I have is mental wellness. If you are or mental sickness, or how do you overcome? How do you deal with your mental sickness? So these are the topics in my mind. And now the floor is yours. How you start, or on which topic you would like to talk. Hi, Radif.
Hi, what is the topic? I didn't. Zasha is joining.
Well, I'm proposing some topics. One is friendship and frenemy. What are the criteria on which you build friendship, and what opinion you have about frenemy? Friend means they pretend as friend, but they're actually their enemy. All right. So, and what's your experience in life about friendship and frenemies? That is the first topic. Second topic is about sex and health. What do you think? Sex is important for our health? What opinion you hold? And then third is about our mental wellness. and how you keep yourself mentally healthy, or how do you define mental wellness, or if you were mentally sick, how do you overcome it? So these are some topics, and I am opening the floor to everyone who wants to start and go on which topic. Then we will continue with the topic. Anyone?
So I don't understand. We have to agree which one topic, or anyone has to
Yes,
choose?
yes, whatever yes, I'm giving you the choices. I'm giving you the choices. It's up to you on which topic you want to discuss. Or if you have chosen already one topic, you can start with the topic, then the next person will continue. Do you have? Yeah. Have you chosen any topic to, or you want to talk on some?
I think the third one about
First
mental
one.
health, right?
Mental wellness. Okay.
Yeah, mental
Go
wellness.
ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think the question is how to be well-being mentally.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you think? What do you understand by mental wellness? And
so-
how do you maintain your mental wellness? Or
So,
when?
I
Yeah.
think for me, mental wellness is like a healthy, being mentally healthy, right?
Yes, go on.
So don't maybe suffer from some sicknesses like depression, anxiety, and all this type of mental illness.
So you
I
think
don't
a
know.
person, you were saying that when a person is mentally, sick, that is mental sickness, when it is not, mentally disturbed or not feeling good,
Yeah,
that is mental sickness.
sickness. He's depressed. He's anxious.
And how do you overcome? Have you ever experienced mental sickness?
Yeah, I think I have experienced it, and I think how to overcome that this kind of sickness is to think positively.
Okay.
Yeah, I think almost all you as a human being, I think we have to socialize with each other. I think if you are really someone who really socialize with other, you can't really get this type of issue. I think, but if you are lonely sometimes, you think a lot, you can really encounter this kind of sicknesses. So I think maybe most of person that experiences COVID-19, maybe outbreak, maybe has encountered this kind of issue. I think being alone and not, being able to go out, not being maybe able to build new relationships, even if you are surrounded by people. But the fact is, you are surrounded by the same people. Maybe they can harm you. That's also the type of issue. If you are being harmed by some people, you can get also sick and depressed. I think that is something that mostly happen in anxiety and depression. Yeah, so that's my thought here.
Okay, thank you. Say anyone else.
So anyone else?
Hello, this is Ria from India.
Yes, Ria.
Can you hear?
Yes, Ria. Would you
Okay.
please summarize?
Yes. I would like to summarize my previous speaker. He said that the depression, anxiety, and this is all our mental illness, and he mentioned mentioned his experience about in COVID-19 period, and sometime the people
Ria,
who yes.
When we are checking on summarizing, we directly speak to the person. So you can directly speak to Bobo by saying you.
Yes. Burbak, you said actually you mentioned your experience in COVID-19, and you said that like a person who feels alone in himself, so it's one kind of illness, mental illness. Am I right?
Yeah, I think you get me.
Yes. Now can I share my experience about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Ria.
So I would like to say that mental illness are two types of category, like neurotic and psychotic. So first is the anxiety, depression, OCD, bipolar. It's all are in neurotic category. And what I say, actually I have forgotten the name of psychotic category mental illness. So this
Okay,
is the
just in
division.
general. Okay.
Yes, this is okay, but yes, we all feel we all feel any depression or anxiety in our lifetime. So I think it is natural. I think if someone feels this type of anxiety, depression, feels alone, so he has to need some professionals like psychologist, psychiatrist. There is what I say, it is absolutely the illness, the physical illness and the mental illness is, according to me, this is all the equal, because if we are happy in mentally, then we will be happy in physically. The both are connected to each other. So that's it. If anyone feels that yes, something I feel problem in my own, so please what I say, go ahead and consult with professionals. That makes help.
Okay. So, but what are the, I mean, what could be the possible causes of mental sickness? Ria.
Could you please repeat?
What could be the possible reasons of mental sickness?
Okay, I think if I say that something like depression, when people feel alone, and depression means, I think the what I say, it's like I'm feel alone, no one loves me. This type of feelings is in depression. So if someone feels this type of, and many people are anxious and feels insecurity in their life, like in the job, in the family, that he feels that, oh, no one loves me, how can I go ahead, and how can I succeed in my life in job. So that's all. The illness are starts in anxiety. When you feel anxiety, then you have to think this type of thoughts, like what can I do, what will be my future, this type of thoughts, I think. So I would like to get a suggestion, if someone feels this type of thoughts, so please calm down and starts breathing and focus on your activity. Now you are in which activity, focus that. I think that will be helpful.
Ria, may I
That's
question and give the solution? You are saying that, yeah, permission.
Yes.
Abdur, wait. Ria hasn't finished yet. Let her finish, then you can speak.
Okay. I have finished. Anyone else?
Yeah. So Abdur,
Ria, maybe you actually Ria feel that illness is very and difficult and harmful for your future and your life.
Abdur,
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but here, I mean, we summarize and then we speak. So if it would be better if you try to understand Ria what she said by summarizing. Would you like to do that?
Okay. Understand. This is her summary. Actually, she needs at first visit different places and different country and live together and share opinion with her friends. Then also he feel well, and it is my memory. Okay. Actually, I think that you don't understand my voice. I share one opinion. Ria feel is alone. Just
You can directly talk to her by saying you.
Yeah.
You can have a direct conversation with Ria.
Yeah. Yes. Conversation with Ria. Just I tell her what actually she feel alone and no work, only live alone at home, no out of home. I think that this problem solved. He visit different places as like in different country and together live family and communication friends. Then also she share his problem. Then also I think that his mentally problem is solved.
Hello, Abdur.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't feel alone. I just said the general statement. I say the general statement and I give a suggestion according to me, but I don't feel alone. Every time I feel good and I always feel good and that's it. So I don't feel this type of.
Maybe I understand. You think that your future job.
No, I don't say. Let me finish, Abdul. I say that if someone feels I'm not worried about my future because I also yes I like to focus present. So it's a general statement.
Abdul, Ria was just giving her general statement on mental wellness. And if you want to speak on mental wellness, then first you have to summarize Ria, what she has said or what you have understood from her and check with her, and then you can start with your opinion. Have you understood? Or you need more explanation? Or you can do one thing, you can observe the group, how they are working, and then later you can speak. Anyone wants to summarize? Ria? Anyone wants to summarize Ria?
Maybe not active others people and not of.
Okay, I'm going to summarize Ria. So Ria, you said that two types of mental sicknesses are there, neurotic and psychotic, right? You said psychotic.
Yes.
And yeah, so so when we feel depressed and sad, or so these are the reasons that make us mentally sick. And when we and also loneliness, and especially during COVID also, there are many people who had experience who has experienced mental sickness. And when we feel mental sickness, either we should go and seek a professional psychiatrist, or by communicating with people. And so So was it enough, or
No, no,
I
you
missed,
got me.
I missed any information? No.
No, no, you
Okay.
got me.
Okay. So yes, mental sickness is for me the same. When we don't feel good, we feel lonely, we feel sad, or like people are not people don't try to understand me. I feel all alone. Then I feel mentally sick. And what I try to overcome is by listening to music. Is my favorite time. When I feel sick, I listen to music, or I try to write. I write everything like a diary, whatever inside me. Or if I have any close friend at that time, I express myself with them, and I feel relief when I feel that there is someone for me to listen. That feels really good. So, and also I try to keep myself engaged with different walks. I try to make myself busy in in a productive way. And I go for physical exercise. Physical exercise also give me a lot of relaxation. And definitely I find for people to talk, I make friends for that. So that's about my mental sickness and how do I recover. Anyone else?
Hello, Moni.
Yes, Rania.
Yes, Rania from Egypt. Actually, I want to tell you about my experience. If I have any sickness on mental sickness. Yes. First, I am interested in this topic because every day you have more responsibilities than the day before with yourself and your family. So if you don't know how to overcome your mental sickness, yeah, you will lost on the life actually. But you know what is the great problem that you know lately, how or you delight to discover how you search about your mental to solve the problem of your mental sickness. Yes. Okay. So my first solution to talk to my mother. She is my she is my closest and my best friend on my life actually. Since I'm in a teenager, since on my prep school, I was in one prep school, one stage. She is my friend actually. Till now, she is my friend. My mom. I'm talking to her. She has a good mental solutions about a lot of troubles on my life. And sometimes I'm sharing with her some problems on my work. She gives me a very wise decisions actually and the solutions. Then my elder sister, she is close to me too, and I join the meeting every day with you, Moni, actually with Mr. James. Yeah, very effective on my on my psychological state, on my mental state actually, because I adore him with English. I like English so much. So someone like to listen to music, someone others like to watch film, but I'm actually interested and like to attend such meeting and talking in English. Even my English doesn't help me, but I'm trying. And yeah, I'm sitting with myself sometimes, recite Quran for the Muslims. Yeah, actually this is the solutions for me for the mental sickness.
But how often you feel mentally sick?
How often? You can say, Moni, I do my best to don't have mental sickness every week. I do
No,
my
I wanted to know.
best.
I wanted to know, is it regular basis or weekly, or I mean, once in a while, the frequency
No.
when you
Monthly. If
okay,
yes,
monthly,
monthly.
monthly
Yes,
you get sick.
monthly.
Okay, okay.
Yes, and it can't be monthly, no problem. But if I have a problem, any problem with some close friends or on my family, with my family, so it's really it affects passively on my case state and mental state.
Okay. Also, I wanted to know, do you feel mentally sick? I mean, affected by some other sickness, others' mental sickness? For example, your friend is mentally sick, and you know, when you are trying to support her, you also get mentally sick. Does it
Yes,
happen
yes.
to you? Does it happen to you?
Yeah, it happens with my close friend and my family, and not even my family, by everyone actually. If I'm in the lesson with my students and I see it's not appear in a good mode, so why is that? Sometimes it affects on me. You know, yesterday we have a negotiation topic with Mr. James, and I can't say a sentence. I can't say my opinion. I'm trying to collect my thoughts, but I can't. Why? Because I feel a very I feel that someone is angry, annoyed before me, so it affects on me. Yes, I feel
Okay.
sadness, not good mode.
Okay.
Thank you for you refers to this point, because yeah, I lost it to tell you about it.
Anyone else?
Yeah. Anyone else?
Hello.
Yes, Bobak.
Yeah. So I have to summarize, Rania, before.
Yes.
Okay. I think she was saying that how he process, to overcome sometimes his mental illness, and he tried to tell sometimes his problem. I don't know, his closest friend that give her a wise advice and how to overcome his issue. And sometimes he try also to join as a meeting group, and he gets relief of his problems. Do I get you right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think usually it's like when someone feel insecure, and you feel like it may be in your thought, or it may be in your reality. You can negatively touch, and that maybe is not a reality, and maybe it's a reality. You will in the environment where you live, you have been harmed by people, that make you feel really insecure in your environment, and you feel depressed because as a human being, you like to be beloved by others. I think if you feel this type of issue, I think you have to change the environment. You have to build some new relationship. I think being focused on a diverse activity can really help you, as Muni Sharma was saying. And I think it's a good way to get relief. Yeah, because if you have always focused on something, I think we can't really have this kind of issue. Because I encountered some friends really during COVID-19, and they suffer less of this kind of issue. And I was wondering how really they do. being alone and maybe unable to be depressed. So I think their way, how they live, how much relationship they had, that is what really helped them to feel really good. Okay, I think that's my thought here. So anyone else?
Anyone else want to summarize, Bobo? We have spent half an hour here. We have 23 participants. Can anyone summarize or speak on the topic? Anyone interested?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it late. What's the topic?
The topic is about mental wellness. What do you understand by mental wellness, and how do you how do you maintain your mental wellness, or if you get mentally sick, then how do you overcome?
Yes. Oh, I think important to read something every day, like books, newspapers, to practice, to train our brain, intellectual part of our brain, it's important, and to do exercise, exercise our body. It's very good to for example, when we exercise our body, it produces some hormones like adrenaline, endorphin. It's very good for our brain as well. Yes, we need to laugh. We need to have a social life, a good social life as well. Friends, family, a good relationship with them. I think it's a set of things to maintain our health, mental health. Do you understand my point?
Yes, I understand. Do you have you ever experienced, have you feel this? I mean, have you ever got mentally sick, or or
No.
Never?
Thank God for that. Yes. Sometimes I feel sad for something wrong, of course, but not.
It's not for long term.
No. Yeah. Yes.
Good for you.
Yes, because I think sometimes we can feel a little bit depressed, depression. Yes, but it's normal. We need to overcome and yes, continue to live the life. It's a part of our life, you know, bad moments and good moments, you know. Yeah. If you understand that
Yes.
point, yeah, if you understand, we understand that point, we can continue a good life and overcome everything, you know. Yes, thank you.
Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, anyone else, please?
Want to join? Summarize and join? Gusto, right? Am I pronouncing correctly?
My name?
Gustavo.
Gusto?
Gustavo.
Gustavo.
Yeah,
Gustavo.
yeah.
Gustavo,
In
yes.
Spanish, Gustavo.
Yes, thank you.
I know Spanish.
Yes, but
I pronounce it correctly.
I'm from Brazil. I speak Portuguese, not Spanish.
Portuguese, yes, close.
Yes,
Not too
close,
close.
close. It's
Yes,
similar.
I know.
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
Shall I summarize Gustavo, please? Gustavo, yeah. So in Portuguese we say Gustavo.
Gustavo, yes.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. So the main Gustavo the main thought, the main idea you say is that yeah, we can feel sadness and depression, but please try to overcome on them rapidly and don't take much time on them because it's bad for your health. Try to create good relationships with the other, with your friends, with your family, to overcome rapidly on this sense. Bad mood or any trouble on your mind. Am I right?
Gustavo, she's checking with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you are right. Yes.
Okay, and I totally join you.
Yes.
Before I think on the problems many times takes time for me. Think more on the problems, why it happens, why she or he does such things with me, such actions with me. But by the time I used to try to get rid of them rapidly.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Anyone else?
Anyone wants to speak on the topic? We have Ramesh, good speaker. I'm inviting someone from the silent subgroup.
This is Ramesh from Nepal, and I'd like to summarize Gustavo. So, Gustavo, you talked about some ideas to get rid of depression or mental illness and to be better and effective using especially 3 tricks you talked about. That first one is book. Okay. We need to read the books, and reading books also we can manage and maintain maintain our mental wellness. And similarly, you talked about second point, exercise, and exercise is also very important for our mental health, so that our body can produce different kind of hormones, and you gave one example, that is androgen and happy hormone, and it helps to circulate our blood, and then it can increase our metabolism. And you gave other examples of hormones, and so that we can maintain our mental wellness very well, and we can be healthy physically and mentally. And next thing, third point, you talk about good social life. Of course, we need to build our relationship among our friends, family members, and colleagues, and so that we can have better social life. And if we have better social life, then we can engage our mind with various tasks, and so that we can't focus only one thing, and as a result we can get rid of our problem. So, and you talked about other different aspects of being engaged with different fields, different areas, but I couldn't focus and concentrate on your last point. That's I was lost there. I'm sorry for that. And next, I'd like to summarize Rani. And in the
Ramesh, you
same
check
way,
with him. Ramesh, you
oh,
check with
sorry,
him.
I'm sorry for that. So, Gustavo, is this correct?
Yes, you are right.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes,
Gustavo.
thank you. You got very well my point. Yes.
Thank you very much, Gustavo. And I'd like to summarize Rania. To some extent, Rania was also similar to some points, like good social life. And so, Rania, you were also expressing different activities, and so that we can engage our mind to different activities and tasks, so that we can get rid of the problem. And we can't stick to the same problem. If we stick the same problem, then we fall in the trap, and then we can't get rid of the problem. That's why your idea is to get rid of the problem, and to get rid of the problem, we need to be engaged with different activities, and we have to have better social life, and we need to build our relationships so that our friends, colleagues, and family members and other people can help us to get rid of this problem. And is this correct, Rania?
Yes, totally right.
Thank you, Rania.
Thank you.
And back to the group, I like to express my own views, and I have also similar views like Gustavo mentioned, and similarly Rania mentioned. So actually, I think we need to be fit physically and mentally, both, because they are the two parts of the same coin. I like to use this because if we are fit physically, then only we can become fit mentally. Without being fit physically, we can't imagine to be mentally fit, because our body is the foundation of our mental health and mental wellness. Without being fit physically, we can't be fit mentally. So for that, like Gustavo said, we can do exercise, and especially I like to do cardio most, because I like to circulate my blood so well in my whole body, in every muscle and every vein, so that like Gustavo said, we need to train our brain, and then our brain can produce different kind of hormones, endorphin, happy hormones, and we need to overcome like cortisol, and then only we can become healthy mentally. And to do that also, we need to do exercise, and exercise is the best way or best method to keep our body healthy physically and mentally, because I see physical health and mental health as the two parts of the same coin, because we cannot separate one part from other part in the coin. That's the reason we cannot separate this mental health and this one physical health, and just we need to improve this mental health and we can ignore physical health. No, it's not possible, because we have the body and we have this construction of the body, and body needs input like energy, glucose and power, blood, everything, and that can produce different kinds of hormones, and that those hormones are related to our mental healthness, and so that we can be positive, or sometimes we can go depressed if our brain does not produce happy hormone. And if our brain does not produce happy hormone, then we can't be happy, and we can go go into the depression mentally. And to do that, we need to have better social life, like Rani said, or Gustavo said. Of course, we need friends, and we need to express ourselves, our troubles, our problems with our friends and with our colleagues, with our family members, and so that they can listen to us and they can empathize us, and some friends can sympathize us, and so that we can share our troubles and problems with other people. And for that, we need a better social life, and then we can be engaged with other activities, so that we can't think in a particular problem, like Rani said. So we need to Rania, sorry, not Rani, Rania. So we need to get rid of this problem. And similarly, we can play different kinds of games also. In my experience, the games are so important. Some games are physical and some games are mental, but any type of game is so important in our life. And mental games make our brain strong and concrete and trained, so that we can cope with different kind of problems, and we can find the solution. And our brain can think very deeply in a very difficult situations, even in the trouble also. And we don't worry, and we can't become nervous because of general problems and because of general troubles. That's why we can train our brain with different kind of games. And like, I think 1 week ago, Muni also challenged someone in this member to play chess, and they said, I am ready to play with anyone to chess. I'm also a chess player. I'd like to announce this. And I can play chess better, because I think I need to train my brain, and I need to bring sometimes the solution in a very difficult positions, because in the chess also we have to think very deeply, so many steps, almost 7, 8, 10 steps, and sometimes we will win the trap. And then also we don't become nervous, but we try to seek the best option. That's the reason that also helps our brain to be fit and fine. So I like this type of mental games also. And of course, physical games help us a lot to make our body strong. We can make our bodies muscles strong, bicep, tricep, and then we can make our heart also strong, because we always need to make our heart strong. I think so, because sometimes we need to run very, very fast, and then if our heart is not strong, then we can't run so fast. Similarly, we need to be strong. Our heart needs to be strong. Sometimes we are surprised by very unexpected events and things. So I think you are going to interrupt me. That's why I
Breathe.
like to
You've been talking
finish
continuously for
myself.
6 minutes. There's 30 people here.
Thank you, Sam. I like to end.
Summarize.
Does anybody else notice that he's talking continuously? Am I the only person here who notices that he's talking continuously without breathing?
Okay, thank you, Ramesh. So
He's
we have
coughing. He's coughing. He can't even. He can't even stay with us. He's coughing. He's talking so much.
Okay, we have 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, if anyone wants to speak, you don't need to summarize too long, just a general idea in 1 or 2 sentences. You can give and then go.
It's important to be healthy. No, Richard, I would like to propose that I go first based on the fact that I'm the one
go ahead, James.
who interrupted
Your
the
floor.
6-minute, 10-minute monologue. I would like to go first, Richard. I'm the one who had the courage. So I go first. Ramesh, you think that it's important to be healthy and to get the blood in all of your veins. Otherwise, you might become depressed. And it's important to play games like chess, like Munmi is inviting us to do, to keep our brain limber and active. Did I get you?
100%, sir. 100%.
100%? Okay.
No.
There's a pattern that I'm aware of where a group of people will sit silently disliking something. Everybody will be totally quiet. And then when I speak and I say, hello, there's 6 other people. They're like, yes, yes, and they're like crawling over each other like zombies. Suddenly, everybody finds the courage suddenly to say, yes, that was too long. Yes, yes, yes. Huh, interesting, interesting. Suddenly, people are aware of what's going on after I said something. Okay, okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, this is Richard. Yeah, he just keep talking, James. I totally agree with you. Maybe if you don't say anything, he just keep talking. 1 hour, 2 hours. So we just listening his thought, and we don't have a chance to talk.
No, I didn't say that. Actually, you do have a chance to talk. I took my chance to talk, to say something. And once I took my chance to talk, to say something, once I took my authority to interrupt the 10-minute monologue, then other people said, oh yeah, I could do that too.
Okay, James. Do you want me to summarize you? You said it's a monologue by Ramesh, 10 minutes.
I took the space. I took my authority to speak up and say, hey.
Yeah, you took and your authority to speak. Hey.
Yeah.
Am I right, Jim? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Is it
And then,
yeah.
then when I did that, other people also started to make some noise.
Yeah, that's bad.
I didn't say that's bad. Now you're putting words in my mouth. When I spoke, then other people spoke. Because courage is contagious.
Yeah, but we need to keep control ourselves. If someone
Oh,
speak,
we need to control
silent.
ourselves when we need to keep silent. Get out of my face. Get out of, you stay silent. You stay silent. No thanks. We need to stay silent. Richard, no. I refuse to stay silent. I will bring the whole building down.
I mean, if you speak, someone need to silent to listen to you. So the group is not like a market.
Richard, you seem to have stopped summarizing me, and now you want to tell me something? I don't want to listen to you, Richard. I wanted you to understand me. That's all. I thought that you were summarizing me. Not interested to listen. I wanted to be listened to.
Okay.
Richard, we have 3
Uh,
minutes. You can summarize, James.
Yeah. James, you said about when you want to talking, other want to talking too. Am I right? I'm not
Yeah.
sure to summarize.
You're right.
Thank you, James. Anyone else?
Okay, Richard, you summarized me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Back to me. Great. Richard has been in this group for months. What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? What the... Excuse my French. Excuse my French. But what is he doing? Ah! So frustrating. Anyone else?
This is Arif. When Murmi started the class, I mean when he set up in share, on that time I joined, but because of load shedding, I couldn't stay. Just
I wasn't even here either, Arif. I wasn't here either. I was 45 minutes late. So what?
Yeah. No. Anyone else?
Anyone else? You didn't summarize me. Why should I summarize you? Did you hear that I said something?
Because-
you want to say anyone else now? I said
No,
anyone
no.
else too. You want to have an anyone else war? I said
No.
anyone else. You started talking, and then you're going to say anyone else? Well, anyone else? Anyone else back to you? Anyone else back to you?
No. Just because we have just 1 minute. That
Oh,
is
we
all.
have 1 minute,
I-
so let's hurry up. Let's get real anxious at the last minute and
I
not
thought-
understand each other.
yeah.
You want to talk? Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
I thought.
I feel-
I thought. Why are you kidding with me?
Why am I kidding with you?
That's my question, not your question.
Did you hear, Arif, that I said that I was really annoyed because of Richard? He didn't say anything. He said anyone else just after summarizing me. Something that I would expect from somebody who's been in the group for a week, but not Richard. Richard's been a teacher in the group. What's he doing? I don't understand. He came in to summarize me. He's disagreeing with me. He's telling me, James, you got to be quiet when people are talking. Excuse me, no, that's the exact opposite of what I'm saying, which is that if I listen to somebody talk for 10 minutes straight, I don't want to be quiet and silently listen to them. And so then I said, I'm annoyed, and you want to, all right, no, fine. You could just keep fighting over each other to see who can talk.
Okay, James, this is, I think the 1 hour is over. Now we have teachers meeting. So,
True.
Yeah. So I'm passing over host to Nelly. Nelly will be chairing this meeting. So over to you, Nelly.
Thank you. Yeah, really missed the time. Yeah, welcome to the teachers meeting. This is a meeting for teachers in this group. And yeah, first thing I would like to do is to establish what teachers of the group are here, then take an agenda. And after 40 minutes, I'd like to open it up for everyone, the meeting participation for everyone, not just teachers in this group. So I see teachers in the group. That's me and James and Marianne and Munmi and Ali Shafak. Arif, yeah.
Arif Islam as well.
Yes, thank you. There's two persons who are called Islam, and I always confuse them, but Arif is the teacher. Our teacher. Then, yeah, Islam Assisi is not our teacher. It's also here. Rahma, Richard, and I think that's all.
I'm not sure that Rama is a teacher in the group. She left Discord, and we've been asking teachers to be in Discord. And I know that Rama asserted that there is no rule for teachers to be in Discord, but after thinking about it, that's not true at all. We have been asking teachers to be in Discord.
My understanding is that
Hello everyone, it's Rahma.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave and join on a new device because my battery is low. All right, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. That sounds like board stuff. Yeah, I'd like to take the Siamak has arrived just, and yeah, and I'd like to take an agenda for the teacher meeting, and I'd like to check with our secretary Ali Shafak, if you want to write the agenda on Discord, or if you would want somebody else to do that.
Nali, I'm not sure that I'm the secretary for teachers meeting, because after that I heard there is no need for secretary, I think.
Well, I would ask the secretary, as chair, I would ask the secretary to write down, take notes of the agenda for today's meeting. So I do see a need for a secretary, but if it's not convenient for you on your phone, or if you don't want to take that role, I can ask for somebody else to do that, or do it myself.
Okay, I would like to do that, but I'm with phone. It's not possible to write it in the course. it's difficult for me. Thank you. If there is anyone else, you can ask them to do
Well,
that.
if you
okay?
want to have the role, you might
Yeah, I want
do it
to, but
on Zoom, put it in
I
Zoom
don't
chat
have the facility for that. So I
for
want to
today.
pass over to
To
other.
somebody else. Okay.
people, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadi.
So I'll ask the group, does any of the teachers want to be secretary for today's meeting?
Yes, Nelly, I can do that.
Okay, great, thank you. All right, and then let's collect our agenda for today.
Asking teachers to be in the Discord.
And Gustavo, I saw that you wrote in chat, but this first 40 minutes of the meeting is just for teachers in the group. So I'd like to address that only after that time has passed, when all people are coming in.
Yes, thank you. I asked for the Telegram group and yeah,
and I'm asking you to bring that request in 30 minutes when we are opening the meeting for everyone, not just teachers in the group. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So we have the first item. Oh. And Munmi has noted it. Any other items for our agenda?
This is Richard. I already asked James. He said 26 UTC. 26 September 12 UTC. So he said, is it all right? I say, all right. So I want to teach 12 UTC in 26 September.
You'd
Nelly.
like to teach a class?
Yeah.
Well,
I want you to
this
bring
is-
teacher scheduling to the Discord.
Yeah, this would be a request to the board of directors, in particular to the teacher coordination subcommittee, and this is the teachers meeting where teachers talk with other teachers. So it's not the right place to ask someone from the board.
Okay, Nelly.
So Nelly, should I keep it in the agenda or just skip it?
Well, that depends. I mean, there is still maybe the request from teachers, how to schedule a class, how to get a confirmation. This is a valid issue that many teachers have, and I think we can talk about it.
Yeah, Nelly. I have two agenda. One is about the teachers who reached to 10 classes and they want to schedule 2 classes per week. And the second is the destiny of paid classes after September or during the September. Yeah.
And again, this sounds like it's a question to the board of directors. What is your policy? When can people, how do I know if I'm eligible to teach 2 classes? And
Yeah,
that's not what we are
related to
gonna talk
teachers
about
and
here.
board of director. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It-
not the space to talk about that here. It's a meeting where you can talk with other teachers, and you can just say to other teachers, this is something important to me, and maybe other teachers find it important as well. And
So
you can
if
talk
other teachers want to willing to talk about this 2 issue, I want to check with them if they agree.
Sure. Okay.
If other teachers want to talk about this 2 issue, please time's up. Time's up.
Well, let's finish collecting items for the agenda and then move to talking
okay.
about the items.
Okay, thank you.
So last call for items for today's teacher agenda, teacher meeting agenda. Okay, let's start. Anyone who wants to start with a topic, please speak.
Ali Shafak, I don't know what links you're sharing, where you're getting this collection of links, but it's outdated. It says May 7th, 2022. Would you please check with me about links and share updated links, not links from 4 months ago?
So I am entering with these links. I thought it's updated.
Please check with me outside of
Sorry.
this meeting.
Sorry for that. Okay. So Nelly, if we start from the beginning, the first agenda that James.
No, I'm actually inviting anyone who has named an agenda item to just bring their own item. And we start with that. We don't have to go in the sequence in which they were named.
How many minutes we have for that?
We have another 25 minutes only for the board and another 45 minutes for
for the board, for the teachers.
For the teachers, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we call a Freudian slip, as the board monopolizes the teachers' room.
Yeah, do we have any topic that's not kind of related with the teachers, with the board? Oh. I have 2 topics, but I'm keeping them to myself because I'm chair. So, Ali, do you want to start with one of your topics?
Okay, sure. So one was about the teachers who reached to 10 classes, and maybe they willing to schedule another class also per week. My main is 2 class per week. And yeah, it's the topic that I want to speak.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you one of those teachers who has taught 10 classes and would like to schedule 2 classes per week?
Yeah.
In the group? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And you'd like to hear from other teachers?
Yeah, from other teachers, from head teachers.
Oh, it would be my pleasure to speak on that. Ali Shafak, you'd like to know about the policy about being able to teach 2 classes instead of just 1. Okay. Okay, Ali Shafak. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but the board has been divided on that topic for the last for August. We were divided on that topic, and the board split in half, like the island of Atlantis sinking into the ocean. Right now, on September 2nd, Mokhtar left. Now, I know you said, let's not talk about Mokhtar. Let's just move on, because the more we talk about Mokhtar, well, this group is for talking. So I don't know what you're talking about. Let's not talk about Mokhtar. The board needs time to metabolize the split, because it only happened 2 weeks ago. You want to move on. You want to know things. Well, isn't that nice for you? You went to Mokhtar's classes, didn't you?
Just one day.
Yeah. Did you ask him about the policy?
No.
Why not?
I just listen. I just listening there. It was my first day. It's natural if you join for the first time in a meeting, you don't ask about the policy and rules. So we are about at least 4 months that we are working together.
Who?
Yeah, we
You and me?
Yeah,
Or-
the group, with the group, with you, with the group. So there was a policy that the teachers who reached to 10 classes, they can schedule the 2nd class per week. So I wanna understand if it is.
You went to Mokhtar's 2nd class, the one that he forced, right? He came here, he said, I want to teach a 2nd class. I said, no. He created it on his own. He said, he said, fuck the board. I will do it anyway, right? And you
No,
followed.
I will not do that. Sergeant, I will not do that. I
You
just
did that.
asked.
You did do that. You did do that.
I will not do that because if the board of directors says the head teacher says that it's not possible to schedule the second class per week, so I'm okay with that. No problem. Just the thing that I want is to be clear everything. The policy. Yeah.
I think you are what James is saying is that you are contributing to this group not having a clear policy about whether it's possible to teach 2 classes when or because.
No, there was a policy, Nelly. There was a policy, but maybe it's changed that I don't know about that. Because
If there was no policy, if you said there was no policy, why did? Is that where you get information about teachers' classes, from people's personal Facebook accounts? How did you even know about Mukhtar's class? You followed him on Facebook. From this group.
The people talked a lot about that.
I would love to know where people talked about it. I didn't see it advertised in this group. It was not advertised in this group.
It was not advertising directly, but we were talking about that a lot, and indirectly we were advertising for that.
And so you went.
I was curious to know what is he doing? What is the problem? Just one day I joined his class. I was 20 minutes in his class. After that, I left. I didn't join again.
Did you join Uzma's group too?
Uzma added me without my permission. She didn't ask me about that.
So students who participate in classes in more classes than the board of directors has decided that teachers can teach. Uzma is not a teacher. She hasn't permission from the board of directors to create a WhatsApp group for students of this group. And Mokhtar didn't have permission to teach an IELTS class at the time he was teaching it. And if students nevertheless join those spaces, then those students leave it ambiguous if they are okay with what the board is deciding, or if they want something different through their actions. And so the board needs to integrate that information, that some people are not happy with the decisions the board is making, and the board may change the decisions they have made. And so there is a lot of chaos currently about this. What is the policy of the board? And people like you, Ali, not intentionally but unintentionally, have contributed to that chaos. So and that's why it's not easy to just say, yeah, this is our policy, and you can expect to do that. As a teacher who has taught 10 classes, you automatically can teach 2 classes per week.
Okay. You said the first that it's not related to this class, so I was okay with that. You are the chair in here, and you can refuse this agenda, and we can talk about that. Okay, no problem.
Well, I was hoping from the beginning that this meeting be a place where the teachers organize themselves, and that I could come here and listen to the teachers talk about what they want. What I'm hearing is it being pushed back onto the board. The board is getting sucked into doing things here. So the board is chairing, the board is secretizing, and the board is answering questions. So in my opinion, there is no teachers meeting. The teachers meeting has been strangled to death by teachers who don't want to talk, who want to leave and do things. So what I want to know is there a teacher here who will stand up for the teachers rather than asking the board to do everything and answer everything and then oppose it? Because we've been trying to create a teachers meeting, and the teachers have, instead of coming here and said, this is what we want from the board, 2 meetings or whatever, the teachers have abandoned the teachers meeting. And you're telling me you want to know from me what I want to do? Let's have no teachers. Let's have no teachers, and let's have no teachers classes.
This is Arif. I would like to say something. James, you said that before, when teacher meeting, on that time, you just listen because teacher himself organized it. But today it's different from others day, because today teacher is not interested to talking. Yeah, one agenda item I would like to add. The agenda item is, I see in this group there is a number of teachers. Some teachers they join every day. Maybe a number of teachers they just come in their class time. I think if we should be here, make a rule that every teacher minimum 1 day in a week should participate as a student. I think that, because there is we lose valuable member from this group. There is I mean, we are lacking for some dedication. That the reason minimum teacher should join 1 day for support this group. This is it.
This is Siamak. I want to summarize Asif. Arif, you said that the teachers at least join 1 hour in a week as a student, or maybe something like that. And I think, yes, you're right, if I get you right.
Yeah.
I just want to
you
say
got
it
me.
has been 2 days that I'm here in Iran experiencing a kind of internet connection problem. That's why I joined a little bit late. I'm sorry about that. I was trying from the very first, but internet connection problem. Sorry about that. Back to you. Back to the group.
This is Ali Shafa. Siamak, you said you're trying to join in our meeting, but you, due to the recent days, you have connection problem and you cannot join. Am I right? Okay, so yeah, I think it's the teachers meeting. Nali participating here as a teacher. However, she is the member of board of director. Moonmi participate in here as a teacher when we have the teachers meeting. And also, Mr. Green, you are participate as a teacher in here. So it makes sense if Moonmi is the secretary of meeting and Nelly is hosting the meeting or chairing the meeting. So all of them are the teachers. So the topic that I bring in, I think it's also related to the teachers. So we can talk about it and ask about the things that related to the teachers.
Yeah, Ali, you are aware of this policy that teachers might teach after they have completed their 10th class. They can teach 2 hours per week. And to you as a teacher, do you like this policy? That you can talk about that if you, and also about other things. I think in one of the last meetings we were talking about a written policy for the group, and we have those channels, the teacher agreements channel, and teachers can write there what they can, what makes sense to them, what rules they want to have for teachers in the group, and they can read what rules other teachers want to have and say, oh, I agree with that rule, or I don't agree with that. And yeah, this way we can build some of the rules that we commit to ourselves to do. And so really, does it make sense to you to now, at this point where you have taught 10 classes, does it make sense to you to teach 2 classes per week? Or would you have liked to do it earlier or later or whatever? And thinking for all teachers, not just yourself, but all teachers, does it make sense if any teacher who has taught 10 classes then can teach 2 hours per week? Or yeah, do you want a different policy?
No, I don't want a different policy. Just the policy that we have. We have already this policy.
You like that policy? You're in support of that policy?
Yes.
For yourself and for other teachers.
So let me ask you, have you kept track of how many classes you've taught?
I have taught 12 classes.
And are you teaching 2 classes a week?
I tend to teach if the policy allowed me.
What has stopped you from teaching 2 classes a week? You've been, you don't know. You've been eligible to teach 2 classes a week now for 2 or 3 weeks, but you're not teaching 2 classes a week, and you don't know what has stopped you from doing that.
Because the policy changed.
No, the policy has never changed.
Okay, so no problem. What is the problem? So
that's what I want to know. What is the problem?
There's no any problem.
Okay, so then there's no agenda topic.
Okay.
Nelly, may I?
Mm-hmm. Who are you? Are you?
Rahma. Yeah. Thanks for sharing this meeting. I would love to raise an issue of, I saw a notification about my class, but fortunately I already knew about my class and I know the time, and I know my September classes, so I noted it somewhere in my notebook. So the reminder was okay, though. I just wanted to let you know that I was aware. And had I had, maybe an issue of counseling, I know that I'm supposed to inform maybe earlier or maybe have a backup teacher. So
Not good
I'm
enough.
so much aware
Not
of
good
that.
enough.
No, I'm
Not good
not
enough.
talking to you, James. I'm
Not.
talking
I
to
don't
Nelly.
care if you're not talking to me. It's not good enough anyway. You created this. You created this fuck up, Nelly.
Board issues are coming in. The issue whether it's okay to for teachers to be not on Discord. I mean, we're talking about policy and all
How about how do we talk here? Well, I don't know. So Rama is allowed to come in and bring her issue. Okay. So Ali Shafak didn't summarize me. Siamak didn't summarize me. Rama didn't summarize me. And you want me to be quiet and listen to people and just continuously listen to people where I can't bring in an agenda or a point and be understood for it? You want to allow Ali to interrogate me. You want Rama to come in and challenge me. And you don't want me to be able to get summarized. And you think that that's going to fly somehow? I have no idea how you see that as flying, but okay, you want to have this as just be a pile on to the head teacher, and then you want me to metabolize that?
I might as well. I was blocking the board issues to come. It's true I didn't invite people to summarize you because I thought you were speaking as a board member, and this is the teachers meeting. And I welcome you to speak as a teacher, but not as head teacher or board member in your official function, because I don't see this as the goal of this meeting.
Sure.
That's why.
I can bring it in as a teacher. It's not difficult to bring it in as a teacher, but I can't bring it in if you let people talk without summarizing me where I can't get a join. And so as a teacher or as a head teacher, I'm still in the same predicament with you, Nelly, where you're letting people trample on me and the points that I bring. You don't even tell me. See, you thought that what I'm bringing is irrelevant, but you didn't even tell me that. You just let it go. You're just like, well, let's just ignore what James is doing. As if I'm just going to sit here and be ignored. And then you want me to say okay to that?
I'm telling you now. So if you want to bring in something in your teacher role, please go ahead.
If you can't see it, I will say it. Okay. How do the teachers work together? Where do they work together? We could work here, but we also have a tech space to talk to each other, right? Because if we're a team of teachers working together, it's useful to have a place to talk to each other. Now, if one of the teachers comes along and says, I don't want to talk to the other teachers in the place that has been set up to talk to each other, I want you to follow me to the top of Mount Everest. We'll talk at the top of Mount Everest every 7 years for 2 minutes, right? Well, what shall we say to that teacher? How about no? Anyone else?
Yeah. Would anyone please summarize what you heard James say? And it's open to the whole group of participants here now.
This is Richard. I'm not sure, but I want to try to summarize what you are talking, James. You said, I want to all teacher 2 minutes. are talking to each other like a Mount Everest 7 years. Am I right, James?
So James, it's your responsibility to either say work with Richard or say you don't want to work with him.
I'm done.
So I don't consider that, Richard. I don't think you understood James. So I'd like to ask the group if anyone else
Okay.
has a better understanding and would like to try and summarize James.
This is Ali Shafaq. James, you said that you create a space, a text space for teachers that they communicate together and work together there, but some of them are saying that we don't want to be in that space, and we don't want to talk to other teachers in that
As a-
space.
Close. As a teacher,
Yeah.
working with a group of teachers in a school, I want a place where the teachers can talk to each other about anything that's going on about teachers' issues.
Mhm.
Now, there may be some teacher who has a special request, like, I can't come to the meeting because of this or that. And I'd like to be able to consider that. But if some teacher just says, well, no, I don't want to talk to the other teachers, so I'm just not participating. Well, I think that that's a problem.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Mhm.
both in my head teacher role, but as a teacher, I would want to have minimum standards for the other teachers, like the teachers are going to be available to talk in a place at some point in some way.
Okay. So I think I summarized you enough. Okay.
No, Ali, would you try to get what the thing
Yeah.
that James said?
James, you said that you created as a space for teachers,
No,
but some teachers
you keep saying that, but I am not saying that. I do not say that I created a space. It could have been created by the teachers. It could still be created by the teachers. The point is a place where the teachers talk.
By teachers, yeah, in Discord.
A place where we the teachers have agreed this is a useful place to talk, that we as a group of teachers want to talk here.
Yeah.
Not on a moving train on every other Tuesday, not hanging upside down from the monkey bars in the playground, but that we as teachers have agreed this is the best place for us to talk, and that we don't change it, that one person doesn't just come in and say, no, we're going to do something else, but that we've agreed to talk in a place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the teachers, all of the teachers select a space for communication, but there is one person that want another place and don't want to be on that. Am I right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let me back to the group. Let me explain my role as a teacher. I, as a teacher, want to be a member of the Discord. It's necessary for me because I am a teacher. The schedule is in the Discord, and the teachers maybe communicate together and solve their problems. It's in Discord. So it's necessary for me to be in Discord as a teacher. As a teacher, I want to obey all the rules and regulation in the group. And I respect the policies And also as a teacher, I think it's my right that sometimes ask about the policies when I realize that the policy is not implementing. Okay, anyone else?
Ali Shafak, you mentioned about where teachers should meet, like being on Discord, and also you noted about the policies. You would love, it's your right to know about the policies. Did I get you right? I'm not good at summarizing, sorry.
Yeah, it's good enough. Thank you,
Okay,
Rahman.
thank you. I would like to jump in with a personal discomfort. As I said in the last meeting, I'm exploring my, I would say, I don't know how the best word to fix in there, but I'm exploring my my leave from James Green English class, and I still noted that I'll keep my classes, but if they are in any way a stumbling block, then I stand to be denied that opportunity. Yeah. If that opportunity needs to be given to another person, I'm okay with that. And also to clarify that I left Discord and I will not join Discord, and that's it. Yeah, because I'm
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
This is Munmi.
Anyone
Goodbye.
This is Munmi. Rahma, you said you are here giving teaching just because you are in a period you are exploring yes, you are using this period just for exploring, and you desire to leave the group, leave James Green English classroom, and that's why you are not in Discord. You already have left Discord and you are not going to join it. Is that correct?
Correct, Munmi. Thank you.
Yeah. To the group, as a teacher, I would like all the teachers to be in Discord, because Discord is a place where we can communicate together. This meeting comes just once in a week, and I can see there are so many teachers, but all the teachers do not come here. So Discord is a better place to communicate. And if you do not be a part of the school, then how can we teach? So, it doesn't make sense to me. The teacher must come and join Discord. Anyone else?
This is Arif. Munmi, you said we have discussed all teachers meeting one day in a week, and we see that there are some teachers, they don't participate in teachers meeting. On that time we can use Discord, and where we can chat each other and we can inform each other our position. If we make mistake anything, or we can write and we can communicate with teachers in Discord. And you said another thing, that Discord is part of this group. So if anyone is not Discord, how can he teach there? Because without Discord, maybe he are not aware when his class will start. Maybe he will not inform that he will teach his class or not. Maybe he cannot notify other teachers. It makes problem. Yeah, I think, is that okay, Munmi?
Almost close. So teachers should be in Discord in order to be a teacher here.
Yeah. So same thing, I feel that if he or she is a teacher, so he or she should make evidence on Discord. Without Discord, I don't think, I don't consider as a teacher, because if he is part of the group, he should stay on Discord. I think that's, yeah, I think this is it. Anyone else?
This is Richard. I want to summarize you, Arif. You said every teacher need to join a Discord. If not join a Discord, is not a teacher. Am I right?
Yeah.
And also this, yeah, also Discord all information. We can know when the schedule of the meeting, when the schedule of the teacher we know. Is it you said?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I agree with you, Arif and Munmi. We need to join all group. If have a group, a WhatsApp group, a teacher group with a James, we need to join too. We need to join all the group to know all information. Discord, whatever, just join. This is my point. To know whole information clearly without mistake. And anyone else? Anyone else?
Richard, you said that you'd like people to join all the groups to be able to be informed about what's going on in the group, Discord, WhatsApp, or anything else.
Yeah, I mean a teacher with a teacher.
Related to teachers' communications.
Yeah, not a student.
So I'd also like teachers to explore if they'd like to leave, right? We've had a few teachers leave, quite a lot of teachers leave suddenly in the last 2 weeks. Frida, Mukhtar, Nani, maybe others who, all right, if I'm working with a teacher and they quit in a fit of anger, that's a problem. Rama says she's exploring the desire to leave, but I haven't seen any exploration about the desire to leave. I mean, all right, it's private, fine. Could be an agenda item here, people who want to leave. I think Yassine brought it in, or at least began to bring it in a bit here, the desire to leave. Okay. Don't trample on my agenda item, which is wanting a place for teachers to communicate. It's a separate item. You know, Rama could come here and talk about wanting to leave. That's not what I've heard. There's not a lot of requirements for teachers in this group. They're minimum. So when somebody is attacking the minimum requirements for being a teacher in the group, for me, it's a red flag. Like, it's not about the requirement. It's about just wanting to be rebellious and just do whatever you want. Like, really? Just not even asking anybody to say anything in Discord, but to just be in Discord and someone wants to say, I refuse to do it. Okay, that's just plain out rebellion. Just saying no, just for the sake of saying no. Anyone else?
So
Yes.
you mentioned, may I?
Yeah,
I heard
please.
someone talking in the same time.
So you can go. Yeah.
Okay. I heard that I heard you, James, saying that many of the teachers had left recently without knowing the reasons behind those acts of them. And there are many would just like saying no as a rebellious manner only, not just to refuse something and no would no without knowing the result, or even just to be a rebellious person. Am I right?
Yes.
Do I have the floor to say something?
Yes, you have the floor. It's open to all participants, and we have 3.5 more minutes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I guess we need another time to be together, all those people who quit recently, just like an invitation to say the reason, just like the way of James of exploring their leaving, but to set just a time maybe for an hour to discuss the reasons behind their leaving. This is my point. Thank you. Anyone else?
And I'd like to move us into surprises and learnings till the end of the meeting. If anyone would summarize as so, and then we could go there, or otherwise just let's go there.
This is Amira. As to you said, when someone want to leave, or when something happened, sometimes we need the reason for this. Why I do that, or why I did I leave, or something like this. Am I right, Asu?
Yes, we need to know the reasons why those people just like to quit and leave the group without knowing what makes them annoying, get annoyed.
Okay, we want the reason why he or she leave without go to their desire for leaving, like angry or annoyed, leave, and without any reason. Am I right now?
Yes, exactly. But I added something else that if James set a time, another time for those people, just like an invitation to talk about their reasons behind their leaving. To discuss.
You set a time. You set a time. I said I have hundreds of times people don't want to come. That's the whole point. They don't want to come and talk with me. You set a time, Aso. Don't put that on me.
I set a time, but I'm not the admin now to set a time.
Yeah.
This is your.
Well, I wonder why that is. You want me to do more work. You want me to create more opportunities for people to talk. Go to hell.
Okay. Nelly, may I go ahead, or still?
You can go ahead, but we are in surprises and learnings. Would you put in?
Yeah, I'm just surprised. When someone leave because something happened, all of us ask why he leave, why without any reason, or I don't know. Maybe we have a different culture, so others cannot accept it, anything, just only leave and take action, not waiting for discussion. Take action. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Anyone else?
And we are at the end of the teachers' meeting. Thank you for coming to the meeting and participating. And it's the last meeting today, last class today. So goodbye.
Yeah, thank you,
Bye.
Dan.
Thank you.